What's up, everybody? I know you always request full videos of my workouts, so this is a chest and shoulder day. This was Sunday on the last day of my bulking, so I wanted to get some strength in. So this first set is 120. It's as heavy as our dumbbells go at my gym. So I wanted to see how many I could crush out with this. I think I got something like 6 or 7. And behind me is Obese to Beast, my new buddy, YouTube buddy, Instagram buddy. Check him out. I'll put a link in the description below. But I felt really strong on this. I've been feeling really good in my bulk lately, so I'm kind of sad I have to cut. But I felt really good pressing these 120s. And then I wanted to test out how many reps I could do with 110, because I know I won't be able to handle these weights as well when I'm cutting, which I, obviously just started, if you guys know that. So I wanted to see what I could do with the 110s after these 120s. Now we got Lanky Progress spotting me. Now I was doing the low high low routine, but I sort of broken away from that regimen just for a little bit because I had a couple injuries and I wasn't trying to do as many strength days. So I started doing a different style of the low high low. So it's still the same day as far as chest, shoulders, back by tri, and then legs. Except now instead of doing strength and high intensity days, I'm generally just doing maybe 2 to 5 sets of strength and then finishing up with everything else being higher rep to get a pump in afterwards. Now I can't say that it's really better or worse, but I'm just enjoying how it feels. And especially towards my cut, I try to get as much strength work as possible in. And while I actually cut, I'm going to try to retain as much strength as possible. So I'm going to follow this same style of routine, just so I can see if I can keep the weights that I'm moving up and then finish out with pumping, because I always feel like a pump is important to get for me, at least. Now you notice that the weight is not as heavy as you might think a decline would be for me, but when I really concentrate on the negatives with a lighter to a medium weight and do a higher rep scheme like 12 to 16, I really get a good pump. Now I don't know if you guys have this machine at your gym, but it's an isolateral decline bench press, plate loaded obviously, and it's awesome. It's like one of my favorite exercises. I get a sweet contraction throughout my entire pec. Now what we're doing right now are partner reps. So LP is actually pushing against the weight for these first, I think, 8 reps, and then I tell him to get the hell out of here and finish out with the last, I think, 8 reps. And this is great to do with your partner because you're getting additional weight in the first part of your set. Then when you fatigue out of being able to do that weight, it's immediately relieved and you're just working with your original weight again. So I usually like to end my chest workout with some sort of pump. So either dumbbell flies or cable flies. And for me, it just feels the best way to finish the chest. Now with flies, I always keep my scapula packed or retracted and just really try pushing off the center of my upper back. I really try to drive my upper back into the bench, and that allows me to get a full stretch and then a full contraction in my chest. And as you guys know, I always stretch after I finish working out a single muscle, so I stretch usually for like 16 seconds or so. And then this actually happened when I started doing my rear delts. This guy came up.
Need some help? Need some help? If you want to hold it. Alright, what was your name again? Brian. Brian, yeah, we met before, right? Yeah, okay, yeah.
This was really cool because a lot of people at our gym, and a lot of gyms in general, don't really look kindly to the recording thing. They just kind of look at you like you're a weirdo, and they're just like, what's going on? So this guy just came up and was like, hey, do you want me to record you? It looks like you're trying to put it on a tripod or something. Let's just speed this up, make it a little easier for you. So Jeff Long helped me out, which was really rad. I love this exercise for rear delts. It's my favorite, I think, for rear delts. And like I always tell people, try to think about pulling your elbows back instead of thinking about pulling your hands back, and you're going to use your rear delts more than you're going to use your triceps. Now here's LP knocking out a couple sets on his cut. You can see his rear delt is coming out a little bit, getting a little bit more conditioned. Go and follow him, my friends. Do it. And then the next exercise, you're going to need one of these. I wanted to show you guys what it looked like. It's basically like a crossover cable machine. And you just put your foot against the machine to hold you steady. Now this is my first set, so I'm really kind of getting my sea legs here. But you keep your elbows high, as high as your shoulders, and really think about contracting your rear delts. Now, when you're doing it, you don't just pull your hands to your face, you're pulling your elbows apart as well. That way you can really concentrate on squeezing your rear delts. Now here's something that I like putting in recently, is you use the same crossover cable machine, but you put the pulleys at the very bottom setting, and then you're just pulling up, just like a dumbbell lateral raise, but with cables. Now with cables, it's going to cause a constant stress because there's no momentum change. When you're using dumbbells, when you're using free weights, there's momentum change as you're going up and down, so the stress is different. But with these cables, you just get a really nice pump, and it's really hard. Now, this exercise or workout routine type thing is definitely still credits to Olympus Iron. I'd never heard of this vampire set thing before, but me and LP have been avidly using it for the last couple of weeks because it's just really fun. It's a real grinder. So you do dumbbell lateral raises, then you hold your hands out for whatever you want to do, 15, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, whatever you want to do. LP does a little bit longer than me. I fatigue when I do that isometric. Plus, I want to do a little bit more reps than I want to do the isometric hold. And then you just go straight into your next set. And then after that, you can do another hold, you can do another dumbbell set, whatever you want to do. But I usually stop at 2, and my arms are just pumped and fatigued. So after that, we hit shrugs for our traps. We already hit our rear delts, we already hit our middle delts. I usually keep front delts out of my shoulder workouts just because they're already getting such a big stimulation when you're doing chest. And a lot of people are just aggressively overdeveloped in their front delts, and they haven't built the middle and their rear delts quite as well as they should have, and that's what gives you that good look. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this full shoulder and chest workout. Team Beyond the Week, lift heavy or die MIRIN.